Hello everybody. I just want to clarify the civilizations timeline that is due this week because you'll be making 2 other timelines as the semester goes on, so let's try to get a handle on what all this entails. So if we go to week 3 and wait for the module to open, down here you see the civilizations timeline. This is a folder, right? So that means there's stuff inside it. So make sure you look inside the folder and not just at the title of it to get the information. And this, I don't know if you know this about modules, but you can hide this menu right out of your way if you want, or you can make it a large or mid-size. You can set it across the bottom, whatever works best for you. Personally, I kind of like it there on the side, but when you're doing work, it might be nice to get it out of the way. Okay, so back to the assignment. So we're looking at a lot of different civilizations in a very short period of time here. Meaning we're spending a week on this, but this happened for thousands of years. So what we're trying to do now is just narrow it down to 12,500 BC up to 1,000 BCE. So you got, what is that, 11,000 years there to pick a couple of civilizations and just find out some facts about them. The name, the date that they were inhabited, where they were in the world, how many people live there if you can find that out, and what was important. What did archaeologists find out about these places? What is it that was uncovered later on that makes us care about these civilizations now? Okay, so this is not a huge research paper. You can find this stuff right in the book, you can find it online. This is not as precise as the research paper that you're going to do later. So there's a little bit of leeway here with the sources. If you do use an encyclopedia, it's to find a picture that's going to be okay. So you just find these specific ones. 8 civilizations in total, 2 from Mesopotamia, 2 from the Indus River Valley, 1 from the Nile region, what might that be, 1 from the Yellow or Yangtze area in China, and then 2 of the following. So you're going to branch out from the areas that the textbook focuses on and see what else was going on in the world at the same time. You can put this in a Word doc, you can make a PowerPoint. A lot of people make PowerPoints where each slide is one of the civilizations. You can put your pictures right on there. You can make a separate slide at the end for all of your sources, or you can put it right on each individual slide. I listed a couple of tools that you can use. These timeline tools, you don't have to use those. This is not about the technology that you're using to make the timeline. It's about you thinking about civilizations that were going on relatively simultaneously in different areas of the world. Thinking about how people thousands of miles apart were doing similar things around the same time. Okay, map out your 8. You can add more if you want to, and then make sure you cite your sources and hold on to that. Especially if you do a PowerPoint or something like that, you'll be able to add right to the same one when we move on to city-states and then later on to philosophies. And then you'll have some sort of a comprehensive timeline for you, like your own takeaway from this course. So put a little bit of thought into what civilizations you're interested in finding more information about, and then dig into those a little deeper and round out the information and put it in a readable format. Okay, so say you use Word. Well, but in Word you'd want to make maybe use some heading structures and set up a heading for each of your civilizations so that underneath sort of outline style you could list all of your facts, and you can post your pictures and then put your citation right on it. You can do a page per civilization if you want, or you can split a page in half. Don't get hung up on the technology that you use. Use whatever works for you. If you like technology and you want to try Time Glider, then go for it. If you want to be creative and make a colorful background and do things like that, that's great. This could be a way for the non-writers, the more expressive people, to dig into the material and show what they're learning. Okay, so if you're having trouble finding some of these, if you go back into the weekly folder down here in your optional resources, look at your iMaps. Okay, these literally are maps of what's going on right in the time frames that we're looking at. So for example, if you choose Mesopotamia and the Akkadian state, you've got a map that's showing you all of these different cities that were in Mesopotamia. So you can pick one of these. You can pick, well, you need two of them, right? So you can pick Ashur, you can pick Susa, you can pick Kish, you can pick Ur, whatever you want to do. Just pick a couple of them. There's, a dozen right there. Pick two. I found that if you just Google ancient civilization timeline, you get Mesopotamia as a whole, like it's one thing that happened, kind of like it's New York City or something. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for individual groups of people who lived during a portion of this 1,000 years that we're looking at. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps you out. And if not, then send me an email, a message, a phone call, or post in the student lounge. Thanks.